Hey everybody, we're on the last boss in Karazhan now. If you're doing this for the achievement, this is the guy that will give it to you. He also drops tier 4 helms, so if you're collecting old sets or something, this is the guy. This is actually a pretty fun fight. There's a couple things about the fight. He does what he calls an enfeeble. Enfeeble is he knocks everyone but the tank to 1 HP. Well, it will be you every time, but normally it's only like half the raid. But uh, so he knocks you to 1 HP, and then he'll do a shadow nova. And if you're not at max range when that goes off, you're going to take damage and die. So you just need to make sure that if you just stay at max range at all times, you'll be good. The other thing is he drops meteors, which you see one landing right there. And I'm also just getting enfeeble. So, but the meteors, when they land, they pulse and do a fire AoE. So you need to make sure you stay away from those as well. Phase 1 lasts until 60%, which is just what you see here. You're just tanking the boss, he's kind of hitting your pet. You don't want to use any cooldowns yet. Beast of Wrath or Rapid Fire, you want to save those for 60%. A lot of guides, if you watch them, will show you a spot that you'll probably want to stand in. And there are several spots around the room where you can stand and not take damage and park your pet and whatnot, but I honestly find it harder when you just try and keep your pet in one spot. And I just play it I just play it based on what's happening. It seems to be a little bit easier for me. Just it's not too difficult to avoid and move around the room when it's just you. You just get your pet out of the fire, then get to max range, and it's not that hard. When he knocks back your pet, you'll need to readjust. And obviously, if you're tanking your pet up against a wall somewhere, you know, he would just get knocked back and you could just stay there the whole time, but you never know if a meteor is going to land there or not. Anyway, for this strat, I prefer just to move around. Anyway, he just hit, I think he just is about to hit 60%. When he hits 60%, he's going to be hitting a lot harder. He gets his weapons, basically. There they are. And you want to save your cooldown, so I just hit, what's it called, Cower. So my pet's taking less damage. I popped Beast of Wrath and Rapid Fire because you basically want to burn him out of this phase as fast as possible. So you want to get him to about 30% as soon as you can. And after Cower went out, I hit Shell Shield and making sure Men Pet is always up. He still knocks back and he still enfeebles during this phase, so you definitely want to make sure you're not getting hit by anything. All damage to you so far is avoidable, right? All to this point. However, when you get to 30%, he's going to send his axes randomly at people, and it could be you or your pet. If he sends them to you, you can feign death them, as you see me do right here, and they'll go back to your pet. He also does a Shadow Word Pain if you get too close. So the Shadow Word Pain can tick. I think it actually ticks for over 2,000. So you definitely want to make sure you keep range and don't get that on you. But just as far as tips for the fight, just keep a heads up and make sure you look where meteors are landing. They're always landing throughout the entire fight, and they do despawn after a current duration. Anyway, see, he just got too close to me there, so I got Shadow Word Pain on me, and it's ticking for almost 3,000. So you definitely don't want to get that on you. But from 30% to 0, you can usually burn them pretty fast, considering you got kill shot for most of that. And I don't know, I think the fight's pretty fun, so it's not that difficult. Just that second phase from 60 to 30 is a little hectic. Your pet can die during that. It's quite a bit of damage going to him. So just make sure you got your cooldowns there, and make sure you're always looking out for those infernals. And that's the whole Karazhan guide. Hope you guys are able to follow along and do all the fights yourself.